Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we are taking a train across Spain to the town of Alora to see what secrets this town has hiding. Let's get going. Just arrived off the cercanías at the end of the C2 line. Now, a lot of people typically don't take this line. It was nearly empty the whole train ride, and that's because most people only come to Alora if they're going to the Caminito del Rey. Today, we are going to explore this small town to see what we can find, and I have 3 missions. But first, I want to eat like a local and get a proper Spanish breakfast, as it is just before 9 a.m. and I am starving. Second, I want to find a gift for a dear friend here in Alora, and not just a tourist gift, but something that screams authentic Spanish. And lastly, I want to find the best mirador, or the viewpoint, in all of Alora to get a good view of not only the town, but also the surrounding countryside. And if I have a little bit more time, I will try to squeeze in one extra mission. Now, there's one thing I didn't say. I have a time limit. I need to catch the train back to Malaga later this afternoon, and I only have about 5 hours here in Alora today. So I've got a bit of a time crunch, but our time starts now. Little did I know I had less time than I thought, but we'll get to that later. Here we are in, oh wow, would you look at that? Okay. Well, that was a nice little surprise to get the church right there. And here we are in just a little plaza. Now I'll need to see if I can find the name of this plaza, but here is the Alora church. Beautiful. So here we are outside or I should say here we are in the Plaza de Despedida, right in front of the church here in Alora that has just the one spire. Maybe we'll get to see the bells ring, but it's quite beautiful here. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of sunshine later, especially as we try to find that mirador. But I am hungry, so I'm gonna go try to find a cafe that is open to get some food. So this plaque here was telling me that this church is the Parroquia de Nuestra Señora de la Encarnación. And it was apparently built in the 1600s, and supposedly it's beautiful inside. Hopefully later we can maybe pop in if we have time. It's not on the mission board, but you know, no reason we can't have a little side quest, right? All right, so we have made it to the square, and just behind me over there, I have found a place to eat, so I'm gonna go inside and see if I can get something local and something yummy, because it is now 9:30 and I am starving. Un café con leche y sándwich de bacon y huevo. Gracias. All right, so this cafe is pretty cool. There's tons of locals here, and it's great because I got to order purely in Spanish, which is really nice for me. You might have caught some of that earlier. Please excuse my Spanish. I am still learning, but each day it's getting better. So we're excited. I'll show you what I got in just a second. That's the spot. It's a little cold outside this morning, so that's perfect. Gracias. All right, they didn't have pan con tomate, but I did get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, so a little bit more American than I would have liked, but we have a cafe con leche, so I can't complain there. Bon appetit. That hits the spot. Now, while this did help me feel less hungry, I don't think this counts as eating like a local, so we still need to achieve mission 1 today, and we have a little bit of time left to do it, so I'm confident that I can find some local cuisine that's Spanish, but for now, we'll finish up breakfast and keep going. After wrapping up breakfast, I was itching to get out in the streets and to find the secrets that Alora has hiding, and suffice to say, I found some beautiful, picturesque streets, and I was itching to find that local gift that I could get for my friend. And suffice to say, I think I might have found a shop that had just that. All right, so just behind me, I found a shop that sells products de Alora. So I'm gonna go check inside to see what we can find. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
9 y 8.
9 y 2. Tinto.
¿Tinto?
Sí. Vale. As I waited for my wine, I explored the shop and was shocked to find a hooded man standing right behind me. But I believe this is just a Nazarenos, or a penitent, garb typically worn during Holy Week, but you can let me know down in the comments.
Euro. Sí, pero americano.
Sí. Soy de Estados Unidos, pero viviendo en Málaga por 6 meses. Sí. Es muy bonita.
Sí.
¿De dónde eres?
De aquí.
Alora. ¿Todo su vida de Alora?
Sí.
Sí, muy bien. Perdón, aprendo español. ¿Tú recomendas Miradora en Alora?
¿Para ver?
Sí, para ver.
¿Caminito del Rey ha estado?
Sí, en pasado, en octubre. Point that this gentleman, who I would later learn his name was Paco, actually got a map for me and showed me instructions on how to get to some of the best viewpoints in the city. He even told me that the church that I saw earlier opened at 1 o'clock and was really beautiful. While my Spanish may not have been perfect in this interaction, it was really wonderful to have the entire conversation in Spanish and not use any English whatsoever. I still have more to go, but each little bit counts. Muchas gracias, señor. ¿Y tu nombre?
Paco.
Paco? Iván.
Encantado.
Encantado. Sí,
Muy bien.
Muchas gracias, Paco. Hasta luego. So we're going to do a bit of a walk and talk here, but so my second mission, which you may have heard me said, was I needed to buy a local gift for a friend, and I found a shop that sells local goods de Alora. So I purchased a bottle of red wine for my friends back in Malaga. Hopefully it's good. If not, well, but no, what I will say is I had a secret mission today. And my secret 4th mission was I wanted to have a short conversation with a local to practice my Spanish. And Paco, the gentleman back there, very friendly and allowed me a chance to practice my Spanish. It wasn't much, and I know some of you in the comments will say I have some work to do, but what I will say is he's lived in Alora his whole life, and he showed me a few places to go see, including the Mirador, and he told me that the Iglesia, Abierta, opens at 1 p.m. So it's going to cut it a little close, but I think I should have time to see it. And here we are at our first Mirador, or lookout. And I have to say, I believe this one is called Mirador de Picorí. I could be wrong. Apologies if I'm wrong. But I have to say, you can see a great view of the valley just back there. And it's one of my favorite things about Malaga, this province, is there are just so many beautiful views of cities and towns nested here in the mountains. And then you just get these beautiful sweeping vistas. But Paco was telling me about another view that I'm going to go check out. I think it's the one that this town is most well known for. And we're going to go there here shortly. So let's go. Vamos. we have arrived at the second mirador. And I have to say this one's quite good. So just up on the hill there, right there, you can see the Castillo, which we will be going to. And you can also see the beautiful valley that surrounds and adjoins Alora. I have to say, do not believe what you see on Google Maps. I was just briefly looking at a few places to go when I got here, and this place had 1 star. I don't think this is a 1 star. I think this might be a 4 star at the very least. But I don't know if it's the best mirador in all of Alora. So we keep going. All right, so I got a little lost wandering some of these beautiful streets here in Alora, these beautiful whitewashed streets. And it is almost 11 o'clock. So we need to go head to our next mirador. We're still doing good on time. I still need to find some proper Spanish fare because the breakfast I had, I don't think it meets the requirements. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get some proper Spanish food before we have to leave. Let's get going. Hola, buenas. ¿Tienes pan con tomate?
¿Cómo?
Pan con tomate, sí.
tomate?
Y espresso, por favor. Gracias, sí. Gracias. All right, round 2. I think we found the proper Spanish cafe. This place is bustling. And they did have the Spanish staple, which I did order. So let's see how it is. All right, so we did get our traditional Spanish breakfast, pan con tomate and aceite de oliva. What's so cool about this place is there is not a tourist in sight, I guess just me. But it is just Spanish, it is locals, it is people getting together on a Saturday morning to enjoy breakfast, have a cerveza, and just talk. And it's really something. Now, we did achieve the first mission, which was we did eat a little bit like a local. So we had pan con tomate or tostada con tomate and aceite de oliva. It was very good, it was very delicious, and yeah. So that is mission 1 achieved. So development, and I'm gonna put a footnote or maybe a little voiceover at the beginning. I said I had 5 hours, I have 4 hours. My train is actually an hour earlier than I expected. I misread the time. So I was at the cafe and I was looking at my phone and I was like, when's the train? And it said 12:55, and I said, oh, that's in an hour. So it is currently 11:18. So I need to go find the best mirador in Alora, and then we need to make sure we catch the train in time. So, all right, so we need to get up there. So we have a bit of walking to do. So let's see if we can make it there on time and not miss my train. This is gonna be a fun one. Hey, buddy, are you friendly? Hey, it's okay, buddy. He says it's not okay. Hola. Wow. And we have arrived here at the Castillo. So let's go see if we can find the best mirador. But I will say, this one's not so bad, is it? I mean, you can really just see the entire valley here, and it's spectacular. Doesn't do it justice. But let's keep going. Let's see what we'll find at the top. Well, suffice to say, out of all 3 miradors we've seen today, this is easily the best so far. This gives you a broad shot of the Malaga province. The fields, you can see so many different towns and montañas. In the distance, you can see fields of olives, and it really is just so beautiful. And you know what's funny is a lot of people will absolutely miss this. So I have to say that that's mission number 3 achieved. This is easily the best mirador in all of Alora. And if you come here, I definitely recommend seeing this just alone, but there's plenty of other things to do. So before we wrap up, I am gonna go check out the Castillo because it is open to the public and I wanna go check that out. And I have about an hour. So let's go check that out before I have to rush back and catch my train. So the Castillo does not disappoint. If you're gonna come up here for the Mirador, definitely check out the Castillo. I mean, you can see so much of the surrounding province of Malaga and the plains, the rolling fields, and I mean, check out the town of Alora. It's really just beautiful. A lot of people don't come here. You'll see signs throughout the town that say Caminito del Rey. And that's what this town is kind of known for, is this is maybe a stop along the way. You can actually take a train from Malaga that will take you close to the Caminito del Rey, and then you can just catch a bus. Most people, at least in my opinion, I don't think they stop here. And it's not, you know, the most tourist destination in the world, but what I like to show on this channel is the places that people don't always go to. And for me, this is special. There is a beautiful town here with lots of locals, lots of rich tradition, and beautiful architecture and views. And for me, that makes it all worth it. So I still have a little bit of time, but we need to start making our way back to the train station. So I'm gonna get a little bit more footage of the Castillo, and then we need to go. And there's a fun little surprise. I think these are ponies just down here. One is enjoying a nice snooze while another is grazing on the grass, but you love the little surprises. Wow. It's even better up here. So I have to say, we have done all 3, well, actually 4 of the things that I wanted to do today. All that's left to do now is head back to the train station. So for perspective, I have about 50 minutes until my train arrives, and I need to go just right down there. I should be fine. But that's assuming I don't get distracted by other views or shoot other footage. So hello, kitty cat. You are orange like my kitty cat. Are you enjoying the nice day? Oh, sorry. And this is how he misses his train, because he plays with a kitty cat. Yes. We made it. 4 hours later, we did what we came here to do. We arrived in Alora and we had 3 missions today. We had to eat like a local, and it took us a second try, but we were able to find some pan con tomate for breakfast. We got a gift for my friend, which I was very excited to find a local wine. And we got to see not 1, not 2, but 3 miradors, all of which were excellent, but the last one really took the cake. And we got to complete my 4th bonus objective, which was to just have a conversation with a local. Now, while my Spanish isn't great, and while it might not seem like a big deal to you guys, for me, it's really important to have these conversations to practice my Spanish and to try to interact with locals so I can get better, because it's a goal of mine to learn Spanish and to learn more about the Spanish people. So suffice to say, we made it back with about 15 minutes to spare. And now we just wait for our train to leave. But if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. I try to release videos about twice a month. If you liked the video, please like it. And as always, feel free to leave some comments in the comment section. I love to interact with you guys and see what you're curious about, what you liked, and what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the trail.